Bart accidentally discovered a comet that will destroy Springfield. Springfield Elementary held a science experiment week, and the principal planned to show everyone the principle of hydrogen balloons. Bart was extremely interested in the experiment, and Skinner thought Bart had fallen in love with learning, little knowing the experiment had already turned into his prank. The oversized Skinner thus flew towards Springfield. To avoid making a fool of himself, Skinner had the students shoot the balloon down, with the result that the balloon was completely fine, but Skinner's car took the hit. The principal planned to check Bart's pockets, but Bart had no intention of denying it, and even had photos of the making process packed right in his pocket. The principal knew ordinary punishments wouldn't work on Bart, so since Bart disliked studying so much, he punished him by helping record astronomical coordinates. As everyone knows, to see stars, you generally have to be out at night, so Bart probably won't be getting a good night's sleep these next few days. To make sure Bart could properly record the astronomical information, Skinner first gave him a primer on constellations, but Bart still had no idea what he was supposed to do. Skinner told him to write down exactly everything he said. Heaven rewards the diligent, and after searching for 2 hours, Skinner finally found an unknown star. But just as the observatory was getting ready to observe, the star was blocked by Skinner's hydrogen balloon. Skinner still wanted to get the balloon down. Before leaving, he reminded Bart not to touch the telescope under any circumstances. How could Bart possibly listen to Skinner as he casually gave the telescope a big smack? When he looked off into the distance, he happened to catch sight of a comet. So Bart pressed the replay button and told the observatory the coordinates he saw. Skinner finally retrieved his goddess balloon back, and upon coming back, immediately saw that the telescope's position was wrong. Skinner spent a year without finding a single star, yet Bart, a novice, scored a hit on his very first day. Marge asked Bart what he did today, and Bart wasn't trying to brag. He had just casually discovered a comet. Astronomy has an unwritten rule that whoever discovers it gets the naming rights. Bart named the comet the Bart Simpson Comet. The next day, Bart became the object of admiration for the nerds. As the first student in Springfield Elementary to discover a comet, the Brainiacs intended to let Bart join their study group. Everyone in the study group had a nickname, and because Bart discovered the comet, everyone's code name for him was Cosmos. The Brainiacs also wanted Bart to show them that comet, and Bart casually pointed right out the window. As everyone knows, you can't see comets during the day unless it's about to smash right into your face. For the safety of the Earth, the study group intended to report this news to the observatory. The comet's ultimate landing spot should be Springfield, and the town sounded an alarm reminding everyone to evacuate quickly. Luckily, Springfield has Professor Frink, who came up with a countermeasure. Because Springfield was a major military hub in its early years, the town had long since planned out defense fortifications. As long as the comet entered range, Professor Frink would use a Scud missile to blow it to pieces. Of course, collateral damage was inevitable. People felt relieved at this and lost the fear they should have had toward the comet, but Lisa couldn't feel happy, still feeling Professor Frink's plan had some flaws. The comet got closer and closer to Springfield, and everyone treated the comet like entertainment, just wanting to see how many pieces the Scud missile could blow it into. Everything was going according to plan. The missile launched successfully and headed straight for the comet. Maybe because the missile hadn't been maintained, it exploded before even flying up into the sky, blowing up the town's only outgoing road. Homer suddenly found religion, but the Reverend at this moment was very clear-headed that believing in God was useless, and in a critical moment, it all depended on who ran the fastest.